So this is my 12-week blog. Wanting to update you on my 3-month mark. So like I said last week, pregnancy sickness was just like gone, like just like that. For some reason, I got so sick on Monday, and I don't really know why. Like, I didn't really feel like pregnancy sickness. Like, I think I'd probably just had something else. But, oh, I had such a terrible day, and my back was hurting, and my boobs were hurting, and like, everything in my body was, like, so sore. Dizzy and nauseous and, oh, just everything. So, but then it was fine the next day, and I'm fine again today. And anyway, so throughout the week, it was just that one day. But yeah, I mean, that really sucked because I was really, like, excited that all pregnancy things were gone. So I hope I don't, like, scare any of you that it's going to, like, all return all of a sudden. Because I don't think that was the case. Like, I'm not sure if it necessarily had to do with pregnancy or if I just ate something. So, I don't know. So, yeah, that wasn't so good. But on a more positive note, we went to our ultrasound. Me again. My husband hadn't gone yet, so he was really excited. And we hadn't been to this clinic. I've actually been to, like, a different place each time. The first time was at the gynecologist, second time was the hospital, and then, so anyway, so this is, like, going to be our actual, like, physician who does the echography, like, each time, so the ultrasound. So yeah, so we went into the office, and it was, like, really nice. Like, everything was, like, painted red, and they had this massive full screen, like, big screen TV on the wall, and I was like, are we gonna see the baby on that? And the doctor's like, yes, I hook it up, with the small monitor, and I was like, whoa, that is cool. So we got to see on this big widescreen HD TV, and yeah, it was neat. So I had saw the baby at the hospital like a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of fitting into the uterus, but still had a little bit of space. And when we saw the baby this week, I was just, like, so amazed at how big it got. Like, so, like, just in 2 weeks. Like, the baby is so big now and is squished in the uterus, just, like, really stuck in there. And kicking so much. And it was really neat to see, like, he's stretching his fingers out. And it was funny because the doctor was like, show us your fingers, baby, and your toes. And just as he said, like, he went like this, covering his face. So it was really cute. And then we could see that he had, I keep calling it a he, I'm pretty sure, but we don't know what it is yet. But anyway, I keep calling it him. So anyway, 10 fingers, 10 toes. So he's, like, got normal limbs, everything's good. And he was measuring the baby's head to make sure there wasn't any kind of weird things going on. And anyway, so everything's forming properly, which is good. And then he checked out the nose, and apparently that is, if there's I forget which way, but anyway, if it's really flat, then it can sometimes be a sign of Down syndrome. Because we decided that we weren't going to get the test. We decided that we didn't really want to know because it wouldn't matter if the baby had Down syndrome or not. So we decided that was how we felt about it. But the doctor at the echography had said, yeah, like, based on the measurements, the baby probably doesn't have that. So yeah, so that's good. The baby's healthy. And yeah, so anyway, it was really neat. And again, I was the third time I'd seen the baby, and I'm excited each time, but my husband was tearing up a little bit. First time for him, so but yeah, so that was cool. And then the rest of this week, I guess I've just kind of been, like, not really doing much. Like, haven't had to go to work for like 3 weeks now, so I'm a little bit worried for financially, but no, health-wise, it's been probably good for me. Like, I'm having maybe once or twice a day, like, a bit of a, like, fainting episode. Like, I won't faint, but I'll feel like I have to. I need to lie down and put my feet up or drink some water or have some food. So, I mean, really, if I was to be at work all day, like, yeah, I could totally handle it because my employers are great, and it wouldn't be a problem if I had to, like, go eat something or lie down for 5 minutes. But, yeah, but it could just, it'd just be kind of annoying. But yeah. And also this week, our healthcare card finally arrived. It has been 6 months, and it's just the French paperwork system. Like, there's so many great things about France, but the one thing that's, like, so terrible is their system for paperwork. Like, they have one person almost doing, like, one part of each person's profile for medical. So it has been really frustrating, but finally the card arrived. So that will be a lot easier for us doing having different appointments and doing stuff for the baby, because up until this point we have been paying like out of our own our own pockets for all of our health things, prescriptions, everything. Hospital, oh, that bill was huge. So anyway, we will get the money back, of course, but it's kind of frustrating each month being low on money because we've spent it on all these medical things where our medical coverage covers it, but we had to wait for this card. So anyway, that's here now, so that was really cool. And one thing that I am just like, I brag about a little bit about the French system is like 100% everything is covered. And that in Canada, like you have to have like a pretty good job to have like an actual medical plan that will cover all those things. So we get like dentist 100%, like glasses 100%, things like that don't really get covered 100%, even if you were to have a great medical plan in Canada. So anyway, that's kind of another like amazing thing about living here is that the medical system is probably like, in my opinion, like one of the best in the world. And I think in Canada, like I always thought that we had such a great medical system, especially because we compare ourselves to the States. Sorry, Americans watching this. But yeah, like there's so much you have to pay for in North America. So anyway, coming here, it's like, yeah, okay, they take a lot off of for taxes. There's a lot of taxes here, but it goes to all those things. So really in the long run, like it's so worth it. And every time we go to do anything medical related, eye doctor, dentist, anything, we just show them our card, they scan it, and then that's it. Like it's really simple. So yeah, which is kind of another reason why we want to have the baby here. We've been asked that quite a bit, and it's hard for some people to understand, but that is one of the reasons, and kind of the main reason for us is that we'd love to have dual citizenship for our child and open up some more opportunities for different things for them in the future. And I mean, if they don't want that and if they're not like us and they don't want to travel, like that's fine. We're not going to make them, but we'd love to give that opportunity to them and have that there if they wanted it. So that's another reason as well. Plus we do love it here. Like we are kind of starting to get ready to come home. We do miss certain things about Canada back home in Vancouver. But yeah, life is so simple here compared to back home. Like everyone has 2 days off, and actually the maximum amount that employers can make you work a week is only 35 hours a week. So that's totally different compared to back home in Canada. Because that's like legally, that's like the max you can work, unless you like had 2 jobs. But even then, if you had 2 jobs, there's a lot of paperwork you need to fill out to even allow you to be allowed to do that. So yeah, it's totally different. And Sundays, like nothing is open. And at first we were like it's like kind of annoying, but once we've gotten kind of into the flow of how Sundays work, it is seriously the best day ever. We go to the market and we have I used to have wine and cheese and bread and rillettes and all these different like kind of small things you can get at the market. We'd have a picnic, and anyway, we still do that, but I just like don't drink wine anywhere. But yeah, like it's totally different and low key, and I don't know, people, obviously work is really important and people take that really seriously, but family is like so much more important, and like money comes secondary, and it's too bad really that money is so key in everyone's existence. But yeah, here we're finding that like the cost of living is a lot lower. It is tough because sometimes we would like to have more money to do things, but you can't work more. So sometimes it's frustrating. But we've learned a lot by having that kind of a system. Like we're better at saving money and better at what we spend our money on, and so we've learned some good valuable lessons about living the French lifestyle. But yeah. So oh gosh, in terms of like more pregnancy related things, I'm still wearing the pressure stockings. I've been really good wearing them every day and taking my iron, but I'm still dizzy a lot of the time, and it's frustrating. So I'm not really sure how to fix that. Like, my doctor said, sorry, but that's how it's going to be your entire pregnancy. So anyway, and then it was actually, as a friend of mine was commenting on the blog I did about in Italy, like about having twins, and about how I was like, oh, I really don't want twins. And she's like, well, why don't you want twins? Like, what's wrong with that? And so I was like, well, actually, I had someone comment on it too. So a couple people had asked me, like, what's wrong with twins? And at the time, a lot of it just had to do with like double the cost, double the like space, which we don't have. Like, this is our bedroom I'm in right now. Like, you can see where the walls like meet. Our bed like just fits like lengthwise. So anyway, it's already tough as it is. But I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, if I had twins in there, like, I would just be bedridden. Like, I can hardly handle with my blood pressure one baby in there. I can't imagine another baby taking all of these other bits of energy. And of course, if it was the case, I would do it and be happy to be bedridden for my babies. But part of me is happy that that's not the case, because I definitely don't want to be bedridden, which sometimes I feel like I am. Like, when I do have to lay down, it's frustrating. Like, I want to do things and get things done around the house, and yeah, so. Oh, I've kind of been ranting a bit this blog, but if you guys have any questions about things that I didn't really mention, sometimes I forget and I get a bit fluster-brained right now. But, oh, exercise. That's what I was going to say. I was exercising, and you can see my outfit. So, I am having a really hard time exerting energy. I'm tired to begin with. I'm feeling really weak. And so that's kind of tough. So I can't really run. I tried. But speed walking, I'm finding, is good. I can't do it for very long, though, before I get really hungry. Like, I had a snack before I left. I had I had a mango, and then I had some dried fruit with some nuts. And so I thought, okay, well, that'll give me a little boost of energy. I lasted like maybe 20 minutes, and then my stomach was growling. Like, I was so hungry, like about to pass out because I was so hungry. So I got home and scarfed down like 2 eggs. But I'm finding it really difficult to exert any more energy than my body's like already doing to make a baby, which is a lot of work. Making a baby is a lot of work. So yeah, but I have been doing yoga before bed, and again, I've said this a gazillion times, but I can't do all the moves, but I've been focusing more just on the breathing exercises, which has been so nice to kind of like calm down before bed, and then the stretches too, so that's kind of like a nice way, and I've also been finding that it has like cured most of my back pain. Like, I will get back pain, and then I'll do the yoga, and then it's good. So that's kind of cool that it's an easy fix. Like, but I did go when we went to get the ecography. He was doing kind of some measurements and stuff, and so I've got 6 inches bigger, which is like, it's kind of cool. I'm like, wow, I'm like getting so big, but yeah. And we're going. The next thing that's happening this coming week is we're seeing the sage-femme, the midwife. So that's going to be cool. So I'll have lots to update next week on the sage-femme, the midwife. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.